We're in Virginia. We have a Piper in the trees. Substantial damage to the cockpit. There was 2 on board. We're going to find out what happened on this NTSB final report from April 12th, 2021. Here you can see firefighters responded. There's the aircraft in the bushes here to the side. So what happened? The pilot reported that while landing less than 100 feet above ground level, he felt that the approach was unstable and decided to do a go-around. He smoothly applied full power, but the airplane did not gain any altitude and started banking hard to the left. He stated that the airplane was to the left of the runway and that he was applying right aileron and right rudder to the left wings with no effect. The airplane subsequently impacted a fence and trees. The pilot was seriously injured and the passenger received minor injuries, and the airplane was substantially damaged. So here you can see behind this Global Series Striker is the fence. You can see it bending here, and then the aircraft went into the trees. So must have came in kind of hard here at a low, looks like a low angle with some speed. Here is the cockpit. An examination of the airplane revealed the rudder bar arm and rudder pedal tube, which were part of the control assembly, had separated near a weld, which displayed a crack where extensive corrosion was visible on the fracture surface. So it must be hard if you're trying to inspect this beforehand to see a fracture before it actually fractures. Here the surface is near the weld. This is all obviously after the fact. So examination under magnification revealed that the fracture of the rudder arm began with an unknown overload event, and the crack growth had occurred slowly. As the crack developed, the fracture surfaces fretted against each other until the crack grew enough to cause the left and right fracture surfaces at the base of the weld to the rudder tube to fail as a hinge point, causing a cup and cone failure with fresh substrate at the base of the fracture surface. So yeah, as soon as I seen this picture, I was thinking cup and cone all the way. Just kidding, I had to look it up. So this is the cup and cone fracture. It starts here. This is the evolution, and then there's a shear at the surface, and then it goes ahead and fractures. There's the cup and here's the cone. But again, I think it would be hard to find these cracks. You know, they're probably really small and they're happening slowly over time. But again, back on the scene, so they got everybody to the hospital. They had to check out the aircraft, Piper, the engine representatives. They test everything out, make sure it wasn't the aircraft. In this case, it was. They're going to check the pilot's records. It was an aircraft similar to this one, a Piper Cherokee, November 7242 Foxtrot. The airplane had accrued 11,406 hours as of its most recent 100-hour inspection, which was completed about 3 months before the accident. The review of the manufacturer's guidance had multiple documents, including inspection requirements for that rudder pedal, rudder bar, and rudder support assembly. They looked at the records, and there was nothing, no entries that referenced any published inspection requirements for those parts that failed. Here is the FlightAware. And it was at this Shenandoah Valley Airport in Virginia as they were trying to land. This is some pilot information. 17-year-old male, 138 hours. The passenger was an 18-year-old male. So hopefully these guys were okay. They did have some injuries, as it said in the report. And the probable cause for this one was the maintenance personnel's inadequate inspection of the rudder control system, which resulted in a failure of the rudder control assembly and the pilot's loss of control during a go-around. So if you like these final reports, you can always subscribe to the channel, or you can click on the playlist and see all the other final reports I did. If not, thanks for watching. This is Arfad Amkioni. See you guys next time.